Hey, what is going on, guys? For those of you who are watching this on a later video, we're just gonna wait for a few people to come into the live stream for now, and then we'll start it. Cameron, how's it going, man? How are you? So we'll just wait for a few more people, and then we'll get this going. Can you guys hear me well? You guys hear me? One second. Just get this sorted out. Okay. You guys hear me? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, you guys see me? All right, what's up, guys? Long time we haven't had a live stream. I wanted to do this more often, but it's actually ended up taking me some time to, I was really focusing on videos and I was launching a few products, so I kind of put on the back burner, but we're back. Like I said, I had a call with Ken DiStefano, made me want to do more of these, so that's why we're doing these, just meeting you guys and getting to know you guys. So what's up? Let's just wait for a few more people. And then we'll do, like, depending on what you guys want to do, we can do some product research, we can do some, differentiation stuff and whatever, we just talk and chill. I'm actually going to the World Cup on, I think, July 2nd. I haven't booked the flights yet, just booked the tickets. The tickets are for July 6th. So, and I got to pick the tickets up by July 4th. So we probably are going to, like, take off July 2nd. So that's the plan. What kind of videos do you guys want to see there? Like, do you guys want to see vlogs, or do you guys want to see, more entrepreneurial stuff? Depends on what you guys are down for. Just move this here. So I just need to figure out the optimal spot for all this stuff. All right. Okay, guys. So right now I'm launching my product and I need to give about 5 units a day to get onto the first page. If only give away 4 today and do 6 tomorrow will make it, yeah, it's going to make it harder. Also, 5 units is really, it's a very little amount to give away. So if you're positive, that's how much it is, because basically, I usually do a minimum of 10 units a day for 3 to 4 days. But if the the lowest person on the first page is selling that much, then you should technically get there. But yeah, you want to keep it pretty consistent. Blogs with good content is fine. All right, so like in particular, anything like a vlog or something, I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'll figure it out, and hopefully you guys enjoy the stuff that's gonna come. I'm so excited. It's crazy. So guys, what do you guys want to do? You guys want to do some product research? You guys want to, first of all, tell me, everyone who's in here, tell me what part of, Amazon you guys are at. Like, what are you guys struggling with now, or where are you guys at the moment? I think we might do some product research depending on what you guys are down for. Also some product differentiation. If you guys, I don't know if you guys haven't watched my checklist video. A lot of you guys have probably missed that video. It's a checklist. It's pretty much a step-by-step like mini course for you guys. And check that video out. I don't know, just type in on my YouTube channel the checklist, and it kind of shows you guys step-by-step through whatever process you guys are in. I'm nervous I won't get my product to the first page before I leave for vacation. Stuck on the product research phase. Yeah, product research is tough. If you guys want, we can do some product research right now. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. So I'm gonna use JungleScout just because I'm more familiar with it. JungleScout web app. I'm gonna use that because I'm just more familiar with it. So let's see how that works, and then we'll do some product research, and maybe I'll show you guys some live unedited stuff of me doing product research. What is this? I got to the wrong one. seem to be pretty pricey. So the super cheap products, the super light products that everyone tells you to buy, those are going to be, you know, a little bit more difficult to get in. Doing PPC, but the ad is on the second page. Okay, if your PPC ad is on the second page, I don't know if you're running automatic or manual, but if you're running automatic, then put up your bid cost. You know, when you first set up your automatic campaign, you put in a number, like you know, how much you want to spend per click maximum. So put up that number, and you should show up higher up on the you know, different keywords. Also, if you're doing a manual campaign, you can go into the specific keyword and raise the bid from there, and that should get you put up higher on the keywords. Hey, what's up? What's up, everyone? Okay. Can you guys? Are you guys buffering? Is the stream buffering at all, or is it good? Please use keyframe. Is the stream okay? I don't know how it's going right now. Okay, it's good. Perfect. Thank you. So, all right, good. So let's do some product research, and let's get into it. And maybe we'll do some live stuff with you guys and see what kind of stuff. Let's see. One sec. I'm scared to click on the wrong thing. Product database. Okay, so let's do some filters and stuff. I'll be checking periodically on the chat, so you guys will see me here. But I'm gonna do some product research. So pretty much, for those of you who've been around for a while, you guys know what stuff I like to do. I like to do arts, crafts, sewing is good. These automotive, baby. I actually stay away from baby. Too much liability there for me. Beauty, personal care. Cell phones and accessories, nope. Too competitive. Clothing, shoes, jewelry, no. Computers, accessories, electronics, no, no, no. Health and household is amazing. Home and kitchen is amazing. Home improvement, actually we're gonna stay away from that today, but you can find some good stuff there. Kitchen, dining, office products, patio, lawn and garden, really great nowadays, you know, with the whole season, you know, the summer season, right? Pet supplies to competitive, sports, outdoors. Okay, so I'm gonna do filters. I'm gonna do a little bit higher because it's sometimes easier to find a little bit higher product. So let's do So again, guys, we're doing this not necessarily to find good products to sell from here, but we're gonna find good niches that we haven't thought of. So minimum net, we're not gonna touch. Minimum rank, we're not gonna touch. Minimum sales, we're not gonna touch. We're gonna do minimum revenue. Let's do 7,000. Okay, to let's do maximum of 20,000. Min reviews. Let's do max reviews of 189. Okay, and then search. Oh, I forgot to change this, guys. Always change this to 200 items. It's just easier to actually, you know, go through the products and not have to keep, you know, changing to the next page. Let's see what you guys. I put a very high bid, but it is on page 2. Yet should I put it more higher? Yeah, you should put it higher even more. If you're doing, it's not a good idea to do it on automatic campaigns. On automatic campaigns, just leave it what it is. But when you change it to manual, yeah, you can bring that up really high. How do you go about tracking a product if all the competitors have limits on the amount? So the thing is, JungleScout actually has a way to do that. I'm not going to do it right now because it's going to show like some information that the products that I'm tracking. But you can actually, you know, JungleScout, the web app, has a function where you can actually track the numbers. It does it for you, so you can look back at previous sales. So it's actually really good. You can do that even with the limit on. So let's start looking for stuff. We're going to look for things that are not necessarily something that, well, we're not going to look for something that's super generic, but we're going to look for stuff that we can find that will be manufactured in China. So stuff that kind of seems like, you know, stuff like this can definitely make in China. A lot of the stuff you can make in China. So I don't know what this is. Multicolor ice cubes. Okay, let's just do that. We're going to open up a few of them, and then we're going to go in and I'm going to show you guys the best way of finding products. This way is, you know, not used very often, and it always seems to find me like really good products to sell. I use it pretty much almost every single time I find a product. It's through this method. So I'm going to share with you guys, and I've shared this on my channel a few times, but I think that some people have trouble grasping the actual the actual way of doing the product research. So I'm not going to stick around here too long because I want to make this, you know, entertaining. If you guys were just doing straight up product research, I would look through all of these things, but let's not do that. I think I've seen this before in one of my videos. Maybe we talked about it. So a lot of the stuff is going to be repetitive, like repeating products, but it doesn't matter because you're not going to be actually selling the exact product that you're seeing, right? You're going to be selling products that are related to this product that maybe we're not necessarily seeing. Steel shot, slingshot, ammo balls. What is this? It's making a good amount of money. Russian piping tip set. Okay, I've seen these before. They make a ton of money. Okay, so I think we've opened up enough for now. Let's go and actually look into some stuff here. Oh, it's gonna load. It's gonna take forever to load. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so these, let me just check what you guys are saying. What's going on in here? Everyone good? Okay, everyone's here. Okay, all right, let's keep going. So the 12-pack multicolor light up LED ice cubes. Like, they're not going to be expensive, that's for sure. How many are there? 12 packs. So actually, it might you know, be a little pricey, but with $21.99, I guarantee it's a pretty good profit margin. Let's open up the AMZ like calculator and see exactly how much it's showing up for. My internet's being a little slow right now. I think it's because I'm streaming. Yeah, I think it's because I'm streaming. Okay, what is going on? Let's close out of these tabs for now. I think there's too much stuff loading here. I'll show you guys my method. What is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just open up one of these products. Where was it? Let's find it again. The ice cubes. And then I'll actually break down those for you. Maybe we'll do some more, but maybe not, because it seems like my computer can't handle streaming and doing product research for some reason. So we'll see how that goes. Just making sure everyone. Okay, so let this load. I'm a little bit, you know, still new to this, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. Let's try this corner. Okay. Just jumping all over the place. Damn, this is. For now, guys, if you guys have questions, just leave them in the chat, and then after I'm done like breaking down this product, I'll answer some of you guys' questions based on like literally anything you guys want to know about. And maybe like another good thing we'll talk about is some like differentiation stuff. If you guys haven't seen my video about differentiation, it's a pretty good one. I know a lot of you guys missed that video also, so yeah, I'll probably have to figure this stuff out. It's not working right now. It's not working for me. So if you guys want, we can probably set up in another time to do it, because my JungleScout's not even pulling up. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, it can't handle this. All right, let's just have just a Q&A session where we'll talk about like different questions you guys may be having. Leave some questions below. We'll talk about anything you guys have planned. Hey Angel, what's up, man? No problem. Do you think it's now too late to launch a summer product? It's a little late. It's a little late now. You can still hop on to the end of the season. You'll still make some money depending on if your product is really good or not. But yeah, it's a little bit late to jump on right now. How do you go about tracking a product using the BSR if the buyer has a limit on the amount you can buy? So like I said, there's like if you have the JungleScout web app, you can actually see the different sales that it estimates for the past few days. So it'll show you guys like a graph, and it will say this is how much however much it's selling per day, and then you can just track it from there. Do you think JungleScout Chrome Pro extension is worth it, or should I keep the light version? Pros and cons, please. So I think that for myself, because I'm doing this full time, and I have a YouTube channel where I show you guys all this kind of stuff. For me, it's worth the Pro extension. But I think that if you guys are just starting off and you don't have if you guys aren't making money off Amazon yet, I don't think it's worth investing the extra like $100 into having the Pro Chrome extension. I think that the light one is more than enough. Really, the biggest thing that you're missing is probably the opportunity score. But even then, the opportunity score is very it's very hit and miss. It's not necessarily very accurate. So don't really worry about that. One sec here. Why isn't this switching? Okay, whatever. Exact thought process you go through when looking at a new product and deciding if it's a winning product. So first thing you're gonna obviously want to check is, okay, let me think. So I have the actual checklist out. If you guys have missed that video, watch the video. It's like pretty recent video about like I think like 4 or 5 days ago I did the checklist. I put it out there. You guys can go get it now, but it's pretty much shows you every single step through the process. But obviously first you want to see how much money it's making, then you want to see how much the FBA fees are, then you want to see how much you can source it for and how much your profit margin will be. And then you go on with trends and seasonal stuff and all that kind of good stuff. How did you price in a bundle? One is between 17 and 28 and the second is between 7 and 18. Price in a bundle. I don't know exactly what you're asking there. One is between 17 and 28 and the second is between 11. If just ask the question again in like a different way. I'm trying to do my listing, but my HTML link is not working on Amazon listing description. Well, you can't have HTML you can't have a link in your description. That's just, it's not going to work. Could you talk about what are good things to ask no when talking to potential supplier? Great question. So I actually have a video coming out, like a step-by-step way of actually finding and contacting a supplier. So I have a supplier template letter that I'm gonna let you guys have. I think it's also in the Facebook group, but I have a different one that I'm gonna make a video on really soon, probably in a few days. So a few things you want to ask for is obviously you want to ask the minimum order quantity. You want to ask for the price. You want to ask for if they accept PayPal or not, because if they don't accept PayPal, don't do business with them. You want to ask what the lead time is, so how long it takes to actually, from the time that you purchase to the time that it arrives. So you want to know that stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff you want to know. You want to know if they accept DDP, which is delivered duties paid, so you don't have to deal with the customs and they kind of do that for you. So there's a lot of stuff you want to know, and I have all of that set up in a template that I'm gonna give out to you guys as a resource for making it easier for you guys to start on Amazon. Did you buy a course before you started your Amazon journey, and if so, which course? Yeah, I bought so many courses, so I took it super seriously. I probably took like 4 courses. So the thing that helped me the most though was obviously starting doing it yourself. Once you actually start taking steps to like doing something, you're gonna start seeing the different obstacles that you have to overcome. So no course is really gonna prepare you 100%. You need to actually get out there and do some stuff. So yeah, how much would the price? Sorry, before I move on from the topic, the most important part is actually not a course. It's having like a proper mentor who's actually gonna help you out. That's usually the best thing. How much would be the price for a bundle suggestion? One is between 17 to 28 and the second is 11 to 18. So like a price suggestion? Well, I'd have to know more about the product. I'd have to know more about the bundle. So I can't really answer that, but I mean, for a bundle you can charge more, like you can have a more premium bundle. So you can usually, when you bundle stuff, you can charge more for it, and because you've increased the value of that product. If I'm bundling a product and people in my niche increase the quantity, do I need to match their quantities plus my new product, or can I decrease the number and add my extra product? If I'm bundling a product and people in my niche increase the quantity, do I need to match their quantities plus my new product? No, you don't necessarily have to do that. It doesn't work like that, right? You have to test the market and you have to see and kind of learn from other people in the market to see exactly what the consumer is looking for. So if the consumer isn't looking for a huge bundle, then or like a huge quantity, it doesn't matter if you add them or not. So you really have to do your research there and kind of test it out and see. How do you go about getting reviews? Can you be quickly successful without them? Okay, so reviews are obviously the most important part on Amazon when you launch a product. After having an actual good product to sell, you're not going to make any sales without reviews. So those people who actually start launching their products and putting PPC and stuff, you guys are wasting your time and your money. You need to find reviews. You need to get reviews, whether it be from friends and family, which unfortunately it's against terms of service, but people still do it. So that's one way to do it. Or you do review groups, which people will find your product in there too. So there's really no good way of doing it, but I'd say either friends or family or review groups. Be very careful though with who you trust in those. But yeah, very, very important. You won't be successful without your initial reviews. Do you recommend air shipping or carrier? How do you find people inspect the quality of the product before it's shipped? So what did I say? So okay, I only air ship my products. So all my products are air shipped. I don't do any products sea shipping, just because I'm more for the passive. Like, I want the passive income. I want the passive income lifestyle where I don't have to deal with so much stuff. So I value my time a lot. So I kind of try to set everything up where I don't really need to worry about the sea shipping and the freight forwarding and all that stuff. Also, I like to have my products to come in quickly, right? So if I do find a product and the trends and the niches change so fast that if you find an opportunity to sell a product, you want to get the product in ASAP. If you don't get the product in right away, you risk losing your spot in that market because you did sea shipping to save like a few bucks. So I try to get stuff quickly. I try to do stuff quickly. So I don't do sea shipping. Make a video with Dan Bass. I saw. Yeah, maybe we'll see how that goes. I don't think we will be making videos, but you never know. So that's that. Guys, have any more questions? I'm having a good time actually doing this. Also, I think I'm gonna give away one of you guys who's been in here from the beginning a 15-minute one-on-one call with me. So keep asking the questions, because I'm gonna pick somebody at the end of the live stream to get a 15-minute one-on-one Skype call with me, because I want to start meeting you guys personally. Like I said, I did the thing with Ken. It was super fun. So maybe we'll do some more of those. Amazon says my product description is not valid when I use Word HTML to convert my product description to look nice. I haven't seen that happen yet, but technically you're not allowed to use HTML in your descriptions. So yeah, technically that's not like allowed by Amazon. But some people do get away with it. It's not going to be a deal breaker. If your description doesn't look super nice, it's not going to be a deal breaker. Obviously, it's better if you can do it. If not, it shouldn't really affect your product too much. Farouk, thanks for your help. Don't need a course when we have you. My question is, realistically, how many products I need on average and how long to reach $1 million profit? Well, I mean, it's fairly simple, right? Like, it's very simple math, but it's much easier said than done, right? I mean, you can have one product that makes you $1 million. I mean, that's a hard question to answer. Realistically, though, obviously, the more products you have, the more money you're going to make, and the more likely you will make a lot of money. So, if you want, you can just keep putting products out there and see what sticks, and then eventually, it's only a matter of time. If you keep doing it, you'll get where you want to be going. Did you use freight forwarder? So no, Angel, I actually do air shipping DDP, which means that I ship again by air, but also a DDP, which is delivered duties paid. It's pretty much means that the manufacturer is responsible for getting my product into the US, paying the customs fees and doing all that stuff for me on my behalf to get the product into the country. So I don't actually do anything. I don't have any forwarders. I don't have anything. My supplier does everything for me. Thank you for the info. Does Amazon require sellers to have insurance? Technically, I think yes. I think you are required to have insurance. So insurance is definitely a good thing to have, especially depending on what kind of product you're selling. So if your product is kind of risky or kind of sketchy, you want to have like product insurance. It's not going to be too much. Again, it depends. If you're selling like fidget spinners with knives on them, you're probably gonna have a more expensive insurance policy. Can you do a video on keyword research? There you go. Listen to Adam Fisher. Insurance required if you sell 10K a month for 3 months, but they have never checked. There you go. So yeah, Adam has a video on that. I'm pretty sure. I think I remember it. So go to Adam's channel, check that video out. You do need insurance. Can you do a video on keyword research? I've actually done videos on keyword research. So go to my channel. You'll see some videos there about how to do some keyword research. I probably will have more in the future, so stay tuned for that. For people based in Canada, do we pay taxes twice, U.S. tax and then can tax? So that's a great question. For me, I'm pretty sure they deduct my stuff. So I pay just taxes to Canada. So and I'm pretty sure because I'm from Canada, when I do get the money transferred, the tax is already taken off from that. So but if you want to make sure, message or call seller support. They're always there to like answer these kind of questions and stuff. They're actually pretty helpful. But yeah, taxes is a great question. Those are definitely something you wanna watch out for. Make sure you have your taxes paid. So yeah, you guys have any questions about like anything in particular, like differentiations or so I know that right now, like personally, I'm actually working on differentiating my product. That was the one that I made a video on that was actually starting to do pretty poorly. It was doing like half of my revenue of what it was doing before. So I started changing up some stuff in the keywords. I'm testing out like different keywords, and I'm testing out updated keywords and actually more keywords on that listing than I usually do, just to see how it's going to work out. But still dealing with that stuff. So that's pretty tough. I think I might have to do another like big giveaway for it to kind of resurface it back to the keywords that it might have lost recently. But there seems to be more and more competition coming into the market. So it's going to be a tough one because the market is getting really flooded. So I'll keep you guys updated on that whole situation. What are your product research techniques? So I did try to do some product research on camera with you guys earlier, but my computer for some reason wasn't having it. So maybe I'll do some. I'll try to figure it out and do some in the future. But pretty much what I like to do is called the rabbit hole method. It is the most effective, absolutely like the most unique and most effective product research method like that I've ever seen, and I've ever seen anyone like put out there. Pretty much what you do is you find products, you find niches, not products. So you go into you go into JungleScout or you go into Viral Launch. Well, you can't go into Viral Launch because Viral Launch actually doesn't show related products. So the only way it would actually work is in JungleScout. You go into JungleScout, you open up your Chrome extension on a product detail page, and then it shows you, a list of all the related products that are related to that one. And then you just go through and you find the ones that have really good revenue to reviews ratios, and you just keep opening that product and then jungle scouting it and then just going deeper and deeper into the niche. I actually have videos on it. If you want, go to like I have a bunch of like most of my product research videos. I'm showing this method out, so you guys can find it on the channel. There's tons of video on it. Should I use merchant words, or is there a better alternative for 2018? So there are different alternatives now. I heard that like Viral Launch and Helium 10 and stuff like that, they have accurate they have accurate like more accurate search terms stuff, but I still use merchant words. Maybe I will start dabbling around with with some other stuff because apparently they're using like very accurate data. So we'll see. What is the best combination for a new product launch for a new seller? What is the best combination for a new product launch for a new seller? So I mean, I don't know exactly if this is what you're asking, but you want to have your product out there. Obviously, you need your product up on the Amazon like listing pages. You're gonna need to have 7 to 10 reviews, and then you need to do a giveaway, like a big giveaway, maybe 10 a day for 3 to 4 days. And you want to run pretty heavy PPC, and that's gonna help you get ranked pretty easily. Well, unless it's in some crazy niche. If you got, again, I always say, if you guys are selling like aroma diffusers, you're not going to be able to get ranked on that because they have like tens of thousands of reviews. So be careful about that kind of stuff. But for any normal product that is a pretty good product, you'll be able to get in there with that. Adam Fisher calls this niche of a niche. Yeah, there you go, niche of a niche. Sure, you get into like niche of a niche of a niche, and you just keep going deeper and deeper into that. Again, I have tons of videos on that. I mean, what platforms to use combination? So you can use, what is there? Well, you use the Amazon PPC, and then you use like, you can use, what is it called? Jump Send, I think it is. You can put like deals there, so you can put your product deals there, I guess. But really, like, I mean, you'd have to. I don't use any platforms to do like giveaways. I personally have somebody that does my giveaways for me. They have a group, so you find people who do. You find like the admin or something of one of these like giveaway groups. You can find a lot of these fire sale or like giveaway groups in Facebook. On Facebook, you just type in like fire sale or giveaway groups and stuff like that, and you contact them. They obviously take a commission, but they kind of set up all your stuff for you. You just give them. You just give them the coupon codes, and they set that up for you. What's up, JD? How's it going? How about Zon Jump? I have never played around with Zon Jump, but like guys, these product research tools are good, or not product research tools. These product like Amazon tools are really good, but they're all very similar, and you can succeed. You can succeed on all of them. It's just what you feel more comfortable with. Obviously, I guess there's some that are better than others, but it's not as big of a deal as people make it out to be. The reason why it's such a big deal is because a lot of people make a lot of commissions on this stuff. So that's really where it comes with like the preferences, depending on how much money people make on this stuff. But really, they're all good, and they're all gonna make get the job done. It more has to do with your product and your launch strategy rather than what platform you're using and stuff like that. So that's my opinion. That's my 2 cents on the matter. If your product is selling well, when is the right time to make a second order so you don't run out of stock? So this is a very complicated topic for me, especially because even now I've been doing this for a year now, literally a little bit over a year now, and I still keep running out of stock because Amazon is not consistent always. Because some days you're gonna have spikes of sales, some days you're gonna have peaks and troughs, right? It's never the same, so it's hard to estimate. But on average, what I guess you would do is just look at how much for your first order. You're probably always gonna go out of stock, but you can check over the past 10 days and just kind of look estimate it, right? It's not super easy, but it's possible. Can launch with Facebook ads and 50% off discounts. Geez, I wouldn't recommend launching with Facebook ads because those are actually pretty difficult to pull off. So if you already know how to do Facebook ads and you're already good at it, then do it. Otherwise, I think you'd be kind of throwing your money away because it'd be much better to spend that money on actually the Amazon PPC. Amazon PPC is a lot more targeted because they're only going to show your ad to people who are actually looking for your product. So I think instead of spending the money on Facebook ads, spend it on Amazon ads. What's your PPC strategy when launching? I do automatic campaign for the first probably 10 days. With my budget, it depends on what you can afford, but my budget is usually around at first $20 to $30 a day, and you just do automatic PPC. After you have that for 10 days, you'll have enough information to see which keywords are actually making you money, which ones aren't. So I would go into the automatic campaign and actually add negative keywords to the campaign that are not making you money. So cut the ones that aren't making you money and keep the automatic campaign going. But then look at also what keywords are making you money, and then take those keywords and start a manual campaign. So the automatic campaign kind of finds you new keywords, and the manual campaign is just what you keep to put your good keywords, the keywords that are selling. You keep them there, and that's how I do my PPC, especially when launching. Everybody's scared of running out of stock. Why? Because if you do find a good product, it's possible if you go out of stock. I always go out of stock, just because I'm really bad at calculating when I should reorder. That's one thing I need to work on. Does Amazon penalize you for running out of stock? Does it hurt your ranking? Yeah, of course it does hurt your ranking, but they know that let's say you sell really well, right? And you go out of stock. They know that your product sells well, so they want to put your product back up on higher up on the BSR ranks and on the page, because it knows that once you are in stock, the product will sell. So if your product sells, they make money. So, even if your product was selling and you went out of stock, that means they know it sells. So when you do come back in stock, if it hasn't been like a month, if it's been like maybe a week, it shouldn't affect you too much. How do you spot a scammer on Alibaba? I have too many suppliers chasing me. Yeah, welcome to Amazon FBA. That's pretty much what you're gonna get here. You're gonna be chased down by suppliers, and suppliers are always gonna be messaging you. And that's why you kind of have to make a new email, just for your like Alibaba suppliers, because they're gonna be messaging you like 2 years down the line. But the way you know that if they're scamming or not is you have to click on, sorry, voice crack. You have to click on Gold Supplier and Trade Assurance. If those two are checked, if those two boxes are checked, then you are good to go, and most likely they will not be scamming you. Also, if they accept PayPal, you're pretty much set. I run an auto PPC, but when I saw the report, all the keywords are not relevant to my product. So that means you have to, first of all, that means maybe your keywords aren't relevant in general, like your actual keywords aren't relevant to your product. So, if you're selling a pen, right? Or is it pen, but all your keywords are for a wallet, it's not gonna match up there. So you have to make sure that your keywords are relevant to your product. And then, that shouldn't happen, but that's the problem. Getting reviews in 2018, yes, it is tough, but it is possible. And it's not that crazy, guys. I would say just find some friends and family to do it for you. If not, again, just do the PPC. It's not a big deal. What happens when a customer returns one of your products? Do you pay a fee to Amazon for the return, or does the product just go back into your inventory? So it depends, right? So I have a couple products that I can only sell new. If you can only sell it new, you kind of bite the bullet on that one. When they return it, it goes straight into the garbage, basically. But if the product is something that you can reuse, it goes back into your inventory, and that's how it works. So if it's still a good quality product, so it'll go back into your inventory. Thanks for your help. So what's coming after the RS? I was thinking, for now, right? Don't quote me on this. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but for now I'm thinking maybe either next year or in like 6 months to a year, I'll get either a G-Wagon or a Audi R8. So we'll see how that goes. Can you explain the difference between broad match and phrase campaigns? Yeah, so there actually even is when you're actually making a campaign, it actually even explains to you there. But pretty much broad match is based on like super broad keywords. So stuff that's not necessarily I don't know how to explain this the best. It's just more broad. So it'll give you matching stuff that's more broad. So you might have a lot more irrelevant keywords with a broad match campaign, but it will show you keywords that you might have not even known about. While a phrase match campaign, it'll show you very related. So if let's say you have a pen, you put the advertisement on a pen, you can have let's say your PPCs for the word pen. It'll also show you for the word pens, which is a phrase match campaign, just adds an S and stuff like that. So seriously, just search it up. It'll explain it much better than I just did. I don't know how good that was. That was probably pretty pretty bad explanation. But just search it up there. Basically, phrase match is more narrowed down than broad match. Yeah, live stream, Corey. You're late to the party. So guys, what else is here? How to get on Get in different categories. Dr. Granados. A great question. I actually have a really awesome video on that particular topic. Just type in on my YouTube channel, like after the live stream. Don't leave now. After the live stream, search up on my video on my channel how to get ungated, and it should be there. It's actually, it has like 1,500 views now or something. So it's actually, you know, you guys are really liking that video. But it's a pretty good video to watch. It's like 6 or 7 minutes. If I'm considering a pen to sell, the market is saturated. But if I go deeper to find out that yellow pen has a high demand, can I go for that? I mean, that's super. You're kind of making it very hard because to explain to you that like a pen, like a yellow pen could sell better, yes, but it's more difficult than just that, right? There's probably more to it than just it being a yellow pen. And that's what you have to make sure about. Not only, like, it might not be because it's a yellow pen that it's selling so much. There might be like another factor that we're missing here, right? How do you get reviews in 2018? Any strategy? Yeah, I just talked about that. You actually want to do friends or family or Facebook giveaways. That's how you got to do it nowadays. What do you think about rebate key? I actually don't know what rebate key is. I haven't heard of that, so I don't know if it's a new thing or not, but I'll look into it. What's up? Can I run Fire Launch without reviews? Absolutely not. Do not run any launch strategies. Do not launch anything. Do not do anything up until you have 7 to 10 reviews. Again, guys, product review groups or friends or family. On Facebook, you can get product review groups. Be careful with who you give out to, but they will definitely help you out. So do not launch anything. Do not spend any money until you have, you know, everything set in place, because you will not sell. I find too many people far too often. You know, I'm doing product research and I see people like running PPC and stuff, and you know, doing their launches with no reviews. It will not work. You will not gain momentum. You know, you're gonna spend all your time, you know, doing the giveaway and spending all your money with the giveaways, but then you won't have any organic sales because nobody cares for your product, because there's not enough social proof there for people to actually care about it. So super important. Don't waste your money or time. How many of you guys have actually done viral launch? Like, how many of you guys have actually launched your products with viral launch? I'm just curious to know, because I've never actually done it. So I'm curious what your experience is with it. Yes, it is a new thing. Basically, a client buys your product with full price and 30 days later gets a rebate, and you can speak with this client to ask a review. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing. I'll definitely look into that. Sounds like a pretty awesome thing. Daniel, you just did. Yeah, I remember talking to you about it. Worked well on the first page, just product isn't good. Yeah, I remember I was talking to you about that. Yeah, your product is a little bit competitive. And believe it or not, it's actually seasonal. So it's a little bit difficult. So yeah. Do you have a video on the business side of selling on Amazon, such as LLC, sole proprietorship, opening a separate bank account, taxes? So Sahil, I'm from actually Canada, so for me it's going to be a little bit different than for you. But for you guys from in the US, you guys need to open up an LLC, which is pretty easy to do, I hear. So open up an LLC, open up a separate bank account for your business, and you'll be pretty good to go. That's what I know about that. Taxes, you'll probably want to get an accountant as soon as you start selling, because you don't want to mess around with taxes. How do I know people will leave good or okay reviews without leaving bad reviews and killing the new product I've spent thousands on? So JJ, as controversial as this may sound, I make sure that they're going to leave me 5-star reviews in the product review groups. I ask them before I give them the product information, before I transfer them the money. I make sure that they will leave me a 5-star review. So I know that might not be the most ethical thing or whatever, but you know, when you are spending thousands of dollars on a product, you cannot have it be, you know, thrown down the drain with some bad reviews. So you have to make sure that those people are going to actually leave you 5-star reviews. Also, if you are scared of that, get friends and family to do it for you. They can do that for you. You can guarantee, right, that they're going to give you 5-star reviews. Not yet, but I'm going to launch soon, so I'm going to try this out. Yeah, hopefully. Let me know how that works out. That seems like a pretty cool thing in general. So hopefully that works out for you. So anyone else use Viral Launch? Anyone else use the Viral Launch, like product launch stuff? Recommendations for Facebook review groups. Guys, there's not necessarily any exact Facebook review groups that I recommend, but just go into Facebook, like join all of them, just put it, put your stuff in there, and then just find people. They're gonna message you, and just, you find people like that. Just join all the, just join all the Facebook review groups. Is Amazon not observing Facebook reviewer groups? Read that some sellers got suspended because Amazon knew it. So when you are asking for reviews from even the review groups, you have to wait, right? So let's say they order the product today, right? Let's say the product arrives to them in 2 days from now. You have to wait at least 1 week after the product arrives in their hands. So if they ordered it today, you don't ask for a review 1 week from today. You ask for a review 1 week from when they received the product. Because imagine what Amazon thinks, right? If you instantly, they receive the product and the next day they leave a 5-star review, obviously Amazon's going to know that there's something biased, there's something going on there. So as unethical as this is, and as against terms of service as this is, just get let your reviewers or family get the product, and then 1 week later get them to leave you a review. That way you won't have any problems. Trustworthy one, they're all gonna be fairly not trustworthy. I know people that just go into the review groups and do product research, so that's a thing. But I mean, you can't let that scare you, because otherwise you're never gonna have your product launched, because you need reviews. If you don't have reviews and you don't have family in the US, then you need to get reviews somehow, and that's just the only way to do it. There are also ways to get fake reviews, but that's something that will definitely get you banned or suspended eventually. So those don't mess around with those fake reviews and those black hat tactic stuff. I recently actually had someone come into my niche, and somehow they merged their listing with another listing, and they had like 15 reviews with 3.5-star rating, and then somehow they merged their product with a different product, and then they got 168 reviews overnight, and their reviews went from a 3.5-star to a 4.5-star. And when I looked into the reviews, because I saw this like overnight, this guy had like over 150 reviews come out of nowhere. I looked in the reviews, and it's all about like a completely different product. All the reviews are about a different product. So somehow, I don't know, people are doing some crazy stuff. But guys, those are short-term gains. You're trying to build a business, a sustainable business. If the product is a 3.5-star product, there's a reason for it. You need to fix the product. You need to do something to get it to be better, because if you keep it like that, right, cheating on Amazon, cheating people and scamming people on Amazon is only going to get you so far. It's a short-term play for short-term gain. So, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Also, if you guys want to get reviews fast, product inserts are a great thing. I also have a video on product inserts. Kind of revealing what the big sellers are doing to get a ton of reviews super quickly. The best way to get a lot of reviews quick is, so obviously, you get your initial reviews, then you want to have something like an automation sequence, like a jump send or zon jump or whatever the hell, is out there, automation sequence, where you kind of ask them or your customers for reviews, like, a few times. And then that's one way. In other ways, you want to have product inserts, because product inserts are actually the most valuable and the most converting of all these things. So not everyone is going to get your emails, because a lot of people have emails blocked on Amazon. But the product inserts will always come with the product. So people will they kind of listen to you that way, and you get more reviews like that also. And that's how the best reviewers are getting their or rather the best sellers are getting their reviews out there and getting a lot of views super quickly. Thoughts on freight forwarders? Daniel, I actually don't use freight forwarders because freight forwarders, like I said, I do DDP, so I do air shipping DDP. So you know, I don't deal with that stuff. Amazon AU, what do you guys think? Amazon Australia, definitely an opportunity right now. I keep tabs on it, but it doesn't seem like there is any prime shipping there right now. It's all merchant fulfilled. So like I said, I try to keep my stuff super passive. So I'm not gonna really mess around with that too much. I keep finding products that I don't know if they have a patent or trademark. If an item has a brand name, but you see the name item on Alibaba, is it safe to go after? Absolutely not. You have to be very, very careful, because I have actually a personal experience, and I made a video on this. I know I keep saying I have videos on this, but I'll get into this one a little bit. I made a video about a time that I had a product that was actually patented. I thought the same thing as what you just thought. It can be made on Alibaba, so I guess it's not patented, right? No, those are counterfeit items being sold. I lost a ton of money on that, and I actually, had like a ton of units that I couldn't sell because I got removed off, my listing got removed off Amazon because the patent holder, put in a patent complaint. So I actually lost a decent amount of money from that. So be very, very careful. If you are ever curious, there are actually, either get a patent attorney, or there are actually a ton of people on Fiverr, believe it or not, that will actually, do a patent search for you. And they're actually really good. You just find one with a lot of reviews and a lot of good reviews, and they'll actually, find a product for you, and or rather they'll do a product search for you, and they'll see if it's actually a patented product or not. So that's a super sick way that a lot of people don't talk about on how to get, quick patent search. It's also pretty cheap. It's like $15 or $10 on Fiverr. So check that out. Can't ask customers for reviews here in Germany because it's against spam law. So you know what? If you are doing, but if you're selling in the U.S., so it's pretty good. No, I don't know. Maybe you can do it if you're doing in the U.S. With an insert, do you ask for a review? I don't ask. Well, you ask for a review. You say, if you are happy with the product, consider leaving a review, because, reviews are super, super important to our business, and blah, 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 right? Just, kind of do it like along those lines. You don't tell them leave a review, say consider leaving a review. Amazon early reviewers program, what do you think? Early reviewers program, see, again, the thing is about that one, right? It's the whole thing about, what if the reviewer gives you a bad review? You can lose a whole product because, one of the people decides to be like kind of like a douchey and kind of ruin your whole product for you. And after that, you're never gonna get back from being like down like that, right? So be careful with those. Yes, ask for a review in the insert, just don't ask for a good review. Ask for an honest one. Yeah, exactly what Adam said. Yeah, you don't. I don't even ask for a review. I don't even say please leave a review. I say consider leaving a review. Blah blah blah. And yeah, you can't say leave a good review, because that will get you suspended. Yes, you can ask a review, not a 5-star one. Yeah, exactly. What if you find a brand product and you improve it? Stitching, keep ripping as an example. Would that still be infringing? Listen, man, I don't know. I'm not a patent attorney. But like I said, if you can talk to these people on Fiverr, like I said, you can talk to them, and I think it's a little bit of an upsell, but they'll tell you how to get around the patent also, or what they think and how to get around the patent. So if you want to do that, you could. You start getting into the more sketchy parts of Amazon. Yeah, leave a review or else. Yeah. But yeah, you can definitely change stuff up, but you're dealing with big corporations here, so be careful. Sometimes they won't even know that you're selling their product on Amazon, but for me, it happened, so be careful with that stuff. I actually still have that product. I have fucking 800 or 900 units of that product in my garage. So it's still here. I actually don't know if I'm gonna list it, because the patent's actually only in New Zealand and in the US. So I can actually just sell it in Canada and it'll be perfectly fine. I just haven't gone around to it. But I still have like 900 units of that product left. Hottest product right now, Jade Roller. Guys, Jade Rollers are not a great product to sell. Because if you look at the reviews and stuff, they always break. they're very, very poor quality. So if you can find a manufacturer that will get you good quality products, then it's good. But it's also a very, like you said, it's very hot right now. There's a lot of people there, so in that market, so be careful there. That's what holds me up on product research, trying to find a product that doesn't have a patent. I'm not able to find much that I want to sell that. Yeah, that's tough. But listen, it's only, I mean, it's only a matter of time till you find a product to sell. You just have to keep looking. Keep looking for the product. You'll find it eventually. It took me 3.5 to 4 weeks to find my first product. And if you guys, that one video I have for my first product breakdown, I even go into my seller's account to show you guys how much money it actually made me. And in my first month of selling that product, that took me 4 weeks to find. Every single day I was doing product research, grinding 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, doing product research. It was mind-numbing tasks, but I knew that Amazon, I had to do it because I knew that it was my chance to actually, break free and kind of build something for myself. So I spent all the time there and I did it, and I did eventually find a product, and that product made me I think $24,000-$25,000 in my first month. So it was pretty crazy. Most revenue I hit in a month. So I think I even made a video on this too. I made $70,000 in December. So it was absolutely insane. December was like the craziest month of my life. It was so nuts. With $2,500, do you think I'll be able to do a launch? $2,500 is more than enough money to launch a product. You don't need a super crazy amount of money. $2,500 is, yeah, it's more than enough. But yeah, December and Q4 in general, if you guys haven't done Q4, make sure you guys have products in for Q4. That is probably the craziest time of the year. I think in Q4 I made in all of Q4 I probably made 120,000 or something over the course of 4 months. 120, 110, something, I don't know, something insane in the course of 3 months, 3-4 months. Where are you gonna travel next? So I'm actually leaving to the World Cup on July 2nd, I think. I'm gonna make my way over to Russia for the World Cup quarterfinals. I'm actually so excited for the World Cup. It's crazy. I've been waiting for this so long. So for it to be so close and for me to actually, I don't know how I got tickets. It took me so long to find them, but I found them. I think I'm gonna go to the World Cup, and I think I want to do. I think we're going. I think I'm gonna go to this one cruise that Adam invited me to in August. So I don't know where that's going, but I'm definitely gonna go there. And then I wanted to go to Thailand sometime. We'll see how that works out. Have you ever followed product research criteria and had a product fail? Actually, let me think. No, I've never had a product fail. I've had products die off. So I've had a product die off on me where the market got super competitive, and I've had a product just kind of die. But I always sold out of the product, and I've always made a hefty profit on the product. So it was always very profitable. I just didn't, I just sold out of the product and then just didn't reorder it when it was dying off. But that's the lifespan of products, right? Products don't last. Not all products last forever, and sometimes the markets get too competitive. So you do get pushed back if you're not always updating and constantly improving. I have right now selling. I have 4, and I have 2 more coming in. So I've dropped 1 product. So we'll see how that works out. I have 2 more products that I ordered and already I think one of them is being 2 of them are being shipped out today. And then, one of them is being shipped out today, and another one's being shipped out in a couple days, I think. So we should be good. I have a reorder coming in also today. Don't use JungleScout web app because everyone is using it. So like I said, when you're doing your product research, it doesn't really matter which product research tool you're using. I prefer JungleScout because I do the rabbit hole method, like I spoke about earlier in the video. But you're not necessarily looking for a product, you're looking for a niche. So you find a product, then you open up the JungleScout Chrome extension, then you find some more products, and you keep going deeper and deeper. A niche of a niche of a niche, exactly like what Adam said, or someone said that Adam says that. It's a very good saying, so that's what it is. To start, should I try and make a very brand specific item, or just find something that sells to understand the Amazon process? So I think that the whole understanding the Amazon process thing, it's a little bit overrated. I thought, you know, for me just to, excuse me, I just threw myself in there. You know, the best way to learn is to just kind of, you know, jump into the deep end. And it worked out the best for me, and I'm very happy that I took that route. So, you know, that's what I did. Also, you have to treat this as a business. So if you are treating it as a business, you need to know that, you know, you want to be able to branch out from your certain product. You don't want to have a bunch of different products that are profitable. You want to have a brand that you can, you know, kind of even take off of Amazon first at a certain point, where you're still selling it on Amazon, but you also have your own website, you have your own distribution, you have your own everything. And that way you're actually building something that's sustainable and something that will be around here for a very long time, rather than, you know, something that will disappear in, you know, couple years. So that's my goal, is to build up brands. So you want to build brands, and a lot of people, a lot of gurus and a lot of, you know, courses, they don't talk about building brands. They talk about just making a quick buck. And like I said, guys, if you want to make a quick buck, you can make a quick buck on Amazon, but, you know, it's not gonna be sustainable, and you're not gonna have it, you know, a couple years down the line. So it's a lot harder to build a brand, but it will be a lot more viable for the future. Would you say private labeling your new product to build a brand around your product and avoid competition in the long run? Absolutely. Like I just said, you need to build a business, you need to build a brand, because that's the only way, again, to you know, avoid competition in the future, and to actually just have a business in a few years. Because Amazon, like I said, it's always, there's a lot of people coming in and, you know, to different products and stuff like that. So your product can't even die down. Like that's what happened to one of my products. So how do you keep your books for Amazon? Keep your books for Amazon. How do you keep your books for Amazon? I don't know what that means. What if I want to test the market with like 100 products? Would you recommend it, and how would the launch look like? Just like a normal one? I mean, we'll run out of stock, but that wouldn't be bad, right? I would never do that. You kind of don't want to. You don't want to throw like, you know, you don't want to throw everything at a wall and see what sticks. That's usually not the best process. You want to, you know, do calculated risks and calculated like. You know, there are calculations, there are things you're looking for to actually, you know, see which products will sell, or have a very educated guess on which products will sell, like expenses, sales, etc. Oh, I have a accountant that does all my stuff for me. Do you order 50 to 100 pieces and make a test sale, or do you directly order? I don't do 1,000 to 2,000. I do probably between 500 to 1,000. Those are my initial orders. Usually it's around 1,000, but 500 to 1,000 is, I would never go, I don't think, 2,000 at first, and I would never do 50 to 100, because your giveaway itself is like 50 units. So there's no there's no point of that. Guys, do not launch products with 50 or 100 units. I say minimum, absolute minimum, 250 to 500 units. Minimum 250. Like that's even like kind of pretty low. Cried assets. Which mean okay, I don't know what that I don't know what that is. Adam Fisher FBA course versus Dan Vass FBA course. What about it? I would say do the Adam Fisher FBA course. It's $1, guys. Like what? It's $1. What? Why would you not take that course? So that's an awesome course. I haven't taken it yet, but I think I will be taking it, because, you know, it's always good to have more info. And the guys, he's killing it right now. Which bank account you use? I'm on Canada. Which bank account do I use for my business? I have an RBC business bank account. Angel, you're from Canada? I didn't even know that. What would be a good amount to start with if you want to scale up fast enough to make sure you profit if you have a decent product and you have at least $10,000 to start? What would be a good amount to start with? Well, listen, it depends on the product, right? If you want, right, a more expensive product is going to be more risky. Like there's going to be more risk involved in that, because you don't know if the product's going to sell or not. But also, you have the potential of, you know, really kind of avoiding a lot of the competition, because people don't necessarily have that kind of money to start off with. So if you have $10,000 to start off with, you can get some pretty crazy products that, you know, people won't be able to compete with you with, because the barriers to entry are very high. So that's my opinion on that. I think it really depends. You guys have any other questions? Anything else you guys want me to cover? I know we've been doing this for almost an hour now. It doesn't even feel like that, but it's. I mean, I can stick around longer as long as you guys still have things you want to ask me. I'm actually having a good time. So, would 3,000 be enough to start on Amazon? Absolutely, absolutely. That's more than enough. I think anything more than 1,500, maybe like 1,500 to 2,000 should be enough. JungleScout or Viral Launch? I do JungleScout right now. I have Viral Launch also. I mean, like, people tell me that JungleScout is not accurate and Viral Launch is super accurate, but when I run JungleScout on my own products, they do a lot better than. I mean, it's a lot better like at checking how much they're making, like at estimating their sales. JungleScout does a lot better for me personally, but I hear that other people say Viral Launch. But honestly, guys, they might be saying Viral Launch because Viral Launch has very high affiliate commissions. So be careful with everything you hear, right? This live Q&A just helped me understand a lot more. Thanks, man. Jeremiah, I'm really glad it helped you, actually. That's awesome. Would you have any questions on what those are? I'd like to message you privately if need be, pertaining to my last question. Would you have any suggestions on what those are? Yeah, you can message me on Facebook. Add me on Facebook, guys, if you guys want to, answer some questions. I do have like a lot of people messaging me, so it's kind of hard sometimes to get back to all of you. But that's why I like to do these live like streams. If you guys have questions, just next time we'll have more live streams. Have a bunch of questions and stuff ready. But yeah, you can message me on Facebook and I'll get back to you. Also, guys, join the Facebook group. Join the Facebook group. Everyone asks a question in there, and you guys can help each other out and stuff. It's super awesome. I'm also there pretty often. I always come in there and answer questions and stuff like that. So join the Facebook group, the Amazon FBA Soldiers, Advanced Amazon FBA Soldiers Facebook group. Join that one. I'll accept all you guys, and you guys can get in there and start writing stuff. Do you look at charts to determine the product? Yeah, I have actually a Chrome extension. It's where is it? Where's the Keep a Chrome extension? Oh, it's right here. I'm blind. This Chrome extension right here, it adds a Keep a graph at the bottom of my at the bottom of the listing, and you can read basically the BSR versus the sales price. So it's really good to do that because you can really tell a lot of stuff from those charts. A lot of stuff. So I actually probably will make a video on that in the future. It's a very good skill to have because it explains a lot and actually helps you read into a lot of things that are happening with the product. Well, I'm from Mexico, but I live in Canada. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Whereabouts do you live? With how much money did you start? So I started about $2,500, $3,000. That's how much I started off with. What do you think of AMZ Scout? Haven't played around with it. Again, I use JungleScout. I don't use JungleScout has been trusty, for me, my trusted thing that I've used. It's never let me down. Every product that I've launched has done pretty well. So I use JungleScout for now. I've played around with a lot of them, but JungleScout is definitely the best in my opinion. So did you use Harris Bank Account? No, I did not use Harris Bank Account. If I get a new computer, will I be able to use JungleScout Chrome extension to work on my new PC? Yeah, you just have to log into it, and then you can download it. Yeah, it does, so you'll be fine. Yeah, Harris is not RBC. Finding it hard to find suppliers that have sensible MOQ for my first order. You need to, again, put in trade assurance and gold supplier, and then you can right away see the MOQs. Also, don't only look at their the MOQs that they say, because a lot of times you can actually talk them down because they put a high MOQ just to kind of get you to place an order. But you can always talk to them, be like, hey, listen, this is my first order. I actually, I'm really looking to, do business with you, but I can't do a order this large because it's my first test order. The next order will be that large, but at first I need a smaller order. So that's the way to go about it. And a lot of people will actually let you do that. Vancouver, that's awesome, man. Have you checked out JungleScout keyword research tool? No, I have not. It just recently came out. I will definitely be looking into that, and I'll be making videos on that too. Do you have a special day/hour when you do live streams? No, I don't right now, but I think maybe we'll start doing it because it seems like a good idea. If you guys have specific times you guys want me to, that you guys are free, leave them in the comments to this video. I don't know if this, like, when the video goes up, maybe, I don't know, write them in the Facebook group. Let me know somehow when it works for you, and I'll kind of like tally up what works best for everyone. Any other questions, guys? Anything else you guys want to know about? Pick my brain, see what's up. Thank you very much for answering my question. I really appreciate it. Awesome, man. No problem. That's what I'm here for, man. It's really fun. It's actually very nice, and it like reminds me of like stuff too. When I talk to you guys, how they say teaching is like a good way of learning also. It's okay to pay higher price on one product for first order, then negotiate on second order. I don't know about that. You probably want to negotiate at first because yeah, no, you want to negotiate your price at first and set a price. Set a price for, let's say if your first order is like 500 units, set a price for 500. But if the next order will be 1,000, you can also set a price, be like, okay, the first time 500 is going to be this much, but for the 1,000, I want it to be like this much. And then if they agree, set up all your terms at first, because it's going to look bad on you. It's going to look bad to go back and change, and negotiate with them and stuff like that. It's not a good thing. You want to build a professional relationships with these people. So, be careful of doing stuff like, like that. What about getting ungated? How long does it take generally? Depends on your category, depends on, different things. So it can take up to a little while. You have to provide a lot of information sometimes. So depending on how long like that takes you to get. But I have a ungating video. So go on my YouTube channel, type in, how to get ungated. And I have a video on that. Have you ever bundled in China at end supplier? No, I actually have not. I have looked into bundling, so it's a little bit difficult though to bundle if the supplier doesn't make the product themselves. So actually dealing with a few suppliers is very difficult. Trying to get them to like ship the products over to different one. Pretty much what you have to do if you have like two suppliers, and one product is from one supplier and another product is from a different supplier, you need to find which supplier you kind of trust the most. So let's say you trust this guy the most. You get this supplier to produce his product and send his product to this supplier, and then you get this supplier to package all the products and actually ship it out to Amazon. So that's how you would do that. I'm really appreciating this live stream too. Your channel is a godsend. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's super flattering. What's the name of your Facebook group? It's called Advanced Amazon FBA Soldiers. Advanced Amazon FBA Soldiers. Join that. We're all on there, and it's a good time. I've tried talking down suppliers from MOQ, but they always say the cost of taking on the order for the factory to make my product is not worth it. Yeah, well, if you are ordering like 100, how many units are you trying to order? Depends how much. If you're trying to order like 100 units, they're not going to take you. But if you have like 500 units, potentially. Also, how expensive is this product to manufacture? Thanks, Yaniv, for this. It's awesome. Thank you for coming and actually spending time in the live stream. It's really awesome to actually chill with you guys. So it's always a good idea to run a test listing on a product, or is it necessary? Yeah, you always want to run a dummy listing. That's what I call it. If you guys haven't checked out my video about the checklist that I made a checklist for you guys. It actually took me a really long time to make. I looked back at every single thing you have to do, and step by step I kind of put it in there. So if you guys want to see that video, go into the channel and look. It's one of my most recent videos. I think it's like 2 or 3 videos ago. Is my Amazon FBA checklist. It's like a mini course. It literally takes you step by step of what you need to do from product research to PPC and product launch and all that stuff. So go there, get that checklist. It's super helpful. And in that checklist, I say you need to create a dummy listing, because your product might be gated, or your product might be restricted, or you might have some problems, and you don't want to figure that out once once you've already paid for the order and you've already sent it in. Because once you've put a UPC on your product and you've sent it in, it's related to that listing. So if that listing gets taken down, you can't just move it to a different listing. You need to get that listing sorted out. So definitely make a dummy listing. Yeah, we really appreciate your time. Thank you. Thanks, BB. JJ Ings, I saw your checklist. Very good information. Very helpful. Yeah, that's awesome, guys. I'm glad. Do you have a video about contact with the supplier yet? Corey, I'm actually making one. I actually made a supplier template for you guys. So I'm gonna have a video out on that, like a step-by-step kind of how to get started and contacting a supplier and manufacturers and all the questions you need to ask and all the things you need to go through. So I have that template is made. I just need to make a video on it and get that out to you guys. Do you have a video on what a dummy listing is? I don't, but I can explain to you quickly what it is. Basically, what you do is you set up a listing with all the keywords, basically all the main keywords in the title, in the description, in the product features, everywhere, in the backend keywords. You add some pictures of the product and you change it to fulfilled by Amazon. Okay. Once you change it to fulfilled by Amazon, it's going to take you keep that product up for like a week. And what happens is Amazon has really good, I guess they're like bots or like algorithms that figure out if your listing is allowed to be sold on Amazon. So if your listing isn't allowed to be sold, the actual algorithm will take it down. So what you do is you create the dummy listing, you put all the information in, and you put all the keywords that you think the product needs. And if in 1 week you don't get taken down, it means your product is good to go. Do you do one-on-one mentoring and do you charge? Yeah, of course. So I do one-on-one mentoring. I do charge for it just because I don't have the time to sit down with every single person and mentor because that is like difficult. I'm not taking too many students because I don't want to I don't want to make this about that, but that's why I try to do all this stuff and try to give back to you guys like this because I'm trying to answer everyone's questions and figure that out. Would you say product research becomes harder when you're thinking about creating a brand? Yeah, of course, it does become more difficult. But again, guys, it's no one said it's going to be super easy. And if this is something you really want, then you'll do the work that you got to do to get it. Corey, no problem. Armand, the dummy listing question. So you make the listing and it doesn't get taken down. Would you post a new listing or just add a product to the dummy listing? So if the dummy listing doesn't get taken down, I would go back in and I would optimize. So you optimize your title, you make it exactly what you want. Then you optimize your product features and your product description, make it exactly what you want. Then you put the pictures, change the pictures, just use the dummy listing, just edit it and use the dummy listing. What's the point of, there's no point of making a new one. If the dummy listing is good, then it's good to go. Got it. Perfect. Any other questions? Anything else you guys want to know about? Been here for over an hour now. That's pretty crazy. I hope it helped some of you guys out. Helped some of you guys understand some things. Everyone in here, please join the Facebook group. We ask your questions in there, and we'll actually answer them and talk there. So while you have a dummy listing, there are no sales. How does that work? The dummy listing is just to make sure that your product doesn't get taken down. So if the product is actually still there and it's not being taken down by the algorithm, then it's fine. But the dummy listing is just there with it has no inventory in it. So once it actually stays up for like a week, you can actually send inventory to it. Then if it stays up for a week, then you buy your product from China or wherever you're sourcing from, and then you can just bring the inventory to it because the dummy listing has no inventory for now. Thanks so much. Learned so much. Awesome. Is it better to spend more money on a product or pick? Well, you want to spend money on the product, obviously, but also the pictures. I spend a ton of money on pictures because pictures are super important. They're going to help convert your audience and the people who are actually coming to your listing because the pictures are nice, right? So it's kind of like an expense that pays for itself. So you want to spend, don't cheap out on the pictures. That's something you want to spend money on. Any recommendations for books? Yes. If you guys are new to business and entrepreneurship, read Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you guys have some more experience, read Unscripted. If you guys want to kind of be like awoken, that's like a super awesome book. What other books? Outwitting the Devil is good. There are a lot of good books out there. I actually have I have a video on my 5 books that I recommend reading. I don't remember exactly what they are. Think and Grow Rich is great also. So those are some awesome books. Have you tried any launch services? No, Joyce, I actually don't use launch services. I use Facebook groups that do giveaways and fire sales. So they'll do like a fire sale for you. You just find it, like the admin of the group or the person who started the group, and you just give them the coupon codes, and they will actually do that for you. What do Amazon release payments into your account, and is it longer for new sellers? When do Amazon? So yeah, it is longer for new sellers. New sellers, you have to wait. So usually you have to wait 2 weeks to get paid out, and new sellers have to wait 2 weeks and an additional week. So you won't get paid out for 3 weeks. So it's a little hard to reinvest into a product sometimes if your product sells really, really well because you haven't gotten paid yet. But yeah, it takes a little longer for new sellers. Make a PPC video. Yeah, Angel, I know you've been telling me to do that. I will get it out soon. It's just really hard to make a PPC video because I have to blur out all my information. I can't leave the information that I use because that will give away what my product is. So it's kind of a little bit difficult to do that, but I will get a PPC video out for you guys soon. Can you use your Facebook group for giveaways? Can we use your Facebook group? Yeah, guys, I think we'll stay away from using the Facebook group for giveaways. For like my Facebook group for giveaways, because there are I want that to be more of like us, talking and kind of like, interacting with each other and giving tips and tricks and stuff rather than, asking for reviews and stuff. So let's not do that. When do you find the Facebook groups? Oh, where do you find? So you just go on Facebook and type in Amazon FBA, like product giveaway, Facebook group or product review groups or anything like that. You can find review groups that way. If you want to find like sale groups, you type in like Amazon fire sale groups or Amazon giveaway groups or stuff like that, and then you contact the admin, and usually they actually do the giveaways themselves, and they take a commission for it. Yeah. So guys, I think we've been around for quite a while now. We've been here for over an hour, so I think I'm probably gonna cut it short now. Thank you guys for coming. Really appreciate everyone coming down here and actually, spending time in the live stream. I know some of you guys have been here since like the start, which is pretty crazy. Thanks for guys who stopped by and, may have had stuff to do. It's been really awesome. And like I said at the beginning, I'm going to pick one person to win a 15-minute call with me. And I think I'm going to give it to, BB, because you've been here from the beginning. So BB, I don't know what your name is or whatever, but add me on Facebook and we'll do a 15-minute call with you. We'll do a Skype call or something like that. I did one with Ken, like I always keep coming back to. It was really fun. So looking forward to doing one with you. I don't know if you're in the group now. Oh, you are in the group. Awesome. So add me on Facebook. Let me know that it's you, and we'll set up a time to actually talk. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'll be going to the cottage tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to the cottage, so I won't have a video up until I come back, I think. Maybe I'll upload one for you guys. We'll see. So stay tuned for more videos. I'll maybe have 1 or 2 by the end of this week. So hope you guys did enjoy. Also, remember to like the live stream. Okay, like it and comment something. Helps the channel grow. So I'll see you guys next time. Is this video gonna be on your playlist? Yeah, I'm gonna post this whole live stream from beginning to end. I'll post it as a video on the channel. It should be up in maybe like half an hour to an hour. So I will see you guys there. If you guys want to watch it, you can watch that. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye, guys.